Welcome to the fourth episode in Navigating the PVDF Landscape. I'm Tamara Toth, Regional Product Marketing Manager, and today we're going to discuss PVDF coatings in the North America market and alternate technologies. With me today is Brent Fletcher. Brent, could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello, I'm Brent Fletcher. I'm the Regional Product Manager for the Americas, focused on our coil and extrusion technology, based out of Columbus, Ohio, and I've been with Akzo for roughly 25 years now.
Why does the North America market use PVDF coatings?
I think a lot of it is driven by PVDF coatings having such a long and proven track record, not only in the field, but also through various testing. It's shown very high performance. For years, if not decades, PVDF coatings have been viewed as the premium tier product for both coil and extrusion applications, mainly because it provides exceptional properties around, weathering, very good around thermal and chemical protection. PVDF coatings are also very versatile, so they provide a unique combination of flexibility, but they're also somewhat tough in terms of preventing film erosion. The combination of all these characteristics really lead to a long service life of the coating itself.
Can you give us an example of some applications where PVDF coatings are important and why they're important for those applications?
Yeah, one being coil-coated metal roofing. You see metal roofings now virtually everywhere. A lot of your agricultural buildings, your residential metal roofs have really become popular as of late. And the reason why their PVDF coatings are used here is because they can really take a beating from the elements that they're exposed to. Very good durable coatings that are proven to stand the test of time. That's also the reason why they're used in the architectural sector. PVDF coatings are used in our extrusion spray coatings, also used in coil aluminum composite panel. These coatings support the commercial high and low rise building structures that you see. So it could be a building in Manhattan or a strip mall on your local corner. But these products are mainly driven by the AMA 2605 specification. And PVDF coatings, they do very well in terms of this specification, particularly in the 10-year South Florida requirement for gloss retention and color that's called out in the AMA 2605 spec. So historically, PVDF coatings have been associated with that spec.
What are the important factors when choosing a coating technology?
I really think it comes down to two factors that you should look at. One being the location or the environment that the coating is going to be exposed to, and the other piece is customer needs. I think in today's environment, with so much uncertainty around PVDF resins, it's really important to consider the environment where the coating will ultimately be used. If a performance isn't being mandated, then maybe that opens up the door for alternative technologies like an SMP might be appropriate fit, especially if the environment is less harsh, not in that southern region of the US.
Do different regions of the country have different needs?
Know the environment where the product will be used, and know if there's a performance spec that's being mandated. 70% PVDF coatings earn their credibility by performing extremely well in harsh environments, such as high heat, humidity, UV, seen in South Florida. South Florida is one of the more extreme environments in North America. That's the reason why a lot of our real-world testing is done in that environment. And in fact, exposure in South Florida roughly represents a 2x factor over most of the US and Canada. Meaning 10 years exposure in South Florida is roughly equivalent to 20 years exposure in the Midwest, or Columbus, Ohio, where I'm sitting at today. In this case, PVDF coatings might be over-engineered. That's the reason why we say knowing the environment that the project is going to be in, I think is now important. And for those areas, Midwest, Northern US, Canada, these are all examples of areas where PVDF may not be needed, and alternative technology likely will work just fine in meeting customer needs.
What are some of the alternate technologies that customers can go to?
Well, one is just like PVDF, SMP or silicone modified polyester coatings have been in the industry for decades. SMPs are generally formulated using the same high-grade pigments used in PVDF coatings. But what really makes these coatings different are the proprietary resins engineered from the ground up that really influence the overall performance. Here at Akzo, that's the reason why we say not all SMPs are created equal. We've spent decades testing our SMP technology in South Florida, perfecting the building blocks that make up Ceramstar 1050 formulation that exists today. In fact, our Ceramstar 1050 product recently celebrated its 15th year anniversary. Even though Ceramstar 1050 has been on the shelf for many years, it still stands out as the market-leading SMP technology.
How do alternate technologies compare?
Pretty well. In terms of warranty, Ceramstar 1050 is backed by a 40-year film integrity warranty and 30-year chalk and fade. So from a warranty standpoint, both are very similar, Ceramstar 1050 versus PVDF. Does PVDF chemistry outperform Ceramstar 1050 in, say, 10-year South Florida testing? Yes, but the performance gap is probably much closer than what people would expect. I think some might expect SMP or Ceramstar technology to fade to a completely different color space and show severe degradation in terms of chalking, etc. This is not the case in our Ceramstar 1050 technology. It really performs very well. But aside from that, the film is harder, which leads to better scratch and abrasion resistance. So from a fabrication standpoint, it does quite well. You have a full gloss range that you can work with. PVDF coatings are generally limited to a 30 to 40 gloss range. You also have the ability to do some very unique appearances with textures, wrinkles, and even wrinkle prints. And then overall, right now with the uncertainty around PVDF, you just have better overall product availability. One must weigh the uncertainty of PVDF, including the increasing cost, versus the performance difference of Ceramstar versus customer needs. Like any cost versus benefit analysis, one must ask, is PVDF providing the same level of benefit versus all the disruption? Some situations like harsh environments, PVDF coatings are the way to go for sure. Other less harsh environments, an alternative technology might be a better fit, meet customer expectations.
And then lastly, how can we help our customers as they're making their choices of what coating technology to use?
First and foremost, we're here to help you. We have a very talented sales team, along with a very talented technical team, all willing to help assess your situation and really provide feedback to help you navigate this PVDF situation. I encourage everyone, reach out to your account manager with questions. We're here to partner with you. Use us as your support system to really help you navigate these challenging times. So here to help you.
Well said. And also please reach out to us via the website, and you can follow us on social media.